right.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking? It's at the spot with FX, and we're back. And we've got my boy, Ladipoe Shaw. I had to call his full name. Why? Baba Femi Shosonya. Lubumi.
Whoa.
Yes. Setting people up.
What is happening?
Adetiba. Yes. We guys, they give ourselves the real names. Now, government name, what they do, but
I want you to call Uti's full name.
Uti. Uti Enyi. Oh, like when is that next album coming out? I don't put you on the spot.
I know this year's album, everybody's dropping.
Bro, 4 years. You know, you put one skit there. You supposed to give us what they give us. One guy was asking you supposed to give us album. You they owe us. Why go on, brother?
I mean, like
I've known you for a minute. Let's do this.
It's always been about. I've always taken my time. I'm not gonna lie. That's true, and the fans have loved and hated that.
Mode. I like that.
Album mode means so many things. It means one of the most important things for me. It means hearing the right kind of music and saying what it is I want to say, and that takes me time to articulate. Word. You know, that's just how I've always been. You know, even my label is asking me, when is the album? You know, so I'm working on it. I just will never do what I did on Tap and give a date, because I gave a date, I think in like 2015. I said, I'm dropping, I already knew I was going to drop something called Tap.
Right.
I just said nonsense. I said, it's upcoming. They've been hounding me since that time. So I'm not going to say when, but I am working on an album.
We're waiting. The realest, the day ones.
Yeah.
We're here and we're waiting. And I know a lot of them are waiting.
And the album has to speak for them.
For sure. But you knew that. Where did that catchphrase come from, man? I love it, man.
You know,
before we go into this,
I need to actually track back and try and listen to all my songs, all my features to find out the first time I said it. But it almost came out as a matter of like, I knew they didn't know who I was at the time I was saying it. Yeah. But I felt like you should. That's it. It's like you knew that. Yeah. So it's past tense. It's like, come on now, stop it. You knew it was me now.
Yeah. See, it's weird there because it's like maybe artists have this thing. You have another banger with the first track.
Yeah.
So
like, can you imagine? And his first EP is saying another banger. I love
which banger?
I love that. That's the confidence.
Brilliant.
Loving what you do and knowing it's good.
Yeah, exactly.
Knowing it's good without having somebody having to say this is good. You know, so I mean, yeah, that's where that came from.
And I think that's one of the reasons why you have a strong fan base. You have, because it's authentic.
Word.
You know, you have your fans see that you're not trying to, I don't know how to make this quote unquote blow. You know, everybody wants to blow,
but the cadence, the delivery,
that's
the
not
bars.
Exactly. That doesn't seem like the motive. That doesn't, create music, you know, and then, you know, and then so you can see, so it's for me and as a fan, it was very refreshing and we're very happy when feeling, you know, we was, yes. You know, like,
our boys go
number one, yes.
So this I'm telling you, Bandem got number one. I was so proud. Goosebumps that day. I buzz them, send them voice note, everything, man. Finally. But you see, the truth about Poe is, we have to go into what we're talking about in side A, you know, before we went on a break, where how did it all start? Why music? And why hip hop? Why rap? Why poetry, really? Because rap is poetry, you know, because I remember we used to have those conversations back in 2007. I think so. And when we bumped each other in VI, I can remember very well.
Amado.
Yeah, because I was working in VI then, and it was 2007. In fact, I was not even working then. I went to go and drop my CV somewhere. So I jammed Poe, and he just came back then, and he just started telling me that, FX, man, bro, I think I'm going to be doing this music thing. Can you remember that time?
But see, the thing about that is that even then,
you weren't too sure though.
Guy, like, to be honest with you, like, for me, I never saw myself doing this. You know, it's not something I went to school for. It's not something I was doing when we were young. When we were young, yeah, my brother and them, you know, my cousins would be like rapping and playing around. Right. But they used to write their verses. They used to, like, I'll go and find my verse for somebody else's track and rap it like it's mine. It was never something that I ever considered myself doing. I always liked words. My mom was just reminding me the other day, she was like, you know, you've always liked words. And she doesn't like when I call myself a rapper. She likes a lyricist, you know. So she's like, I've always been attracted to that.
Auntie Ronk, shout out to Auntie Ronk. You know,
and it was like in school, when I was in college, see, everybody has been around rap.
That was in the States, right?
Even in Nigeria, everybody has
Straight
been
up,
around
no doubt,
rap
no doubt.
music, you know. So it's,
Especially from the 90s.
you know, and also most of the Afro pop singers that we have today rapped at one point in time or used to think that they were rappers.
Word.
Ricardo was telling me that, you know, one time ages ago, you know, so it's like, that's nothing new. That's normal. Life of a young Nigerian. But for me, it was like experiencing it directly in Yankee and just having it immersed around it. The guys around me were rapping. There's a producer around me. We formed a little group. And from there, I just told like one guy, it's like, yo, he played me a song that he had done. I said, can you leave it with me? And that was the first time I ever rapped. I just listened to it. I really liked it. I was drawn to it and I put words together. So that's where the skill started to develop.
What year was that?
But you know,
Can't remember.
no, I have to, you know, I need to get on the phone with Jeff and Kurt and just like, we need to write all this stuff.
See, ladies and gentlemen, Poe has been around for a long time. No be new artist with this guy. Oh.
But I mean,
No be new artist.
to me, there's duality in
No
that.
be new artist.
There's a duality to that. It's different knowing you have a skill to do something.
Yeah.
All well and good. That's nice. It's about saying, I want to attack this and do this thing as the thing that's my thing. That's how people define me.
Right.
People can ride bicycles, but when do I want to go be a pro BMX bicycle? That's two different things that you're talking about. So as an artist, I'd say that I've been around since 2014. The reason why I say that is because that's when I put out Adore Her. That's when I did Slow It Down. That's when I was developing my own artistry and making songs. Before that,
You were doing mixtapes before that, though.
I never dropped a tape or my own tape or anything like that.
Yeah.
I was doing songs with SDC when I came back. And all I was doing, because I had to sit down to analyze it, because I needed to answer one question to myself. What kind of artist do I want to be? What kind of artist am I? I'd realized up until then, all I was doing was, I was somebody who could rap, that was dropping verses on people's songs. And my only agenda that was let me have the best verse. But I didn't care about the song or the music that I was making.
I get you now.
Does that make any sense?
Yeah, now I get you. So because I considered, and many of us considered you a musician already.
Yes,
or
you
a
know what I'm saying?
rapper
At that
then.
point, but then I had a job.
Yeah.
I was trying to make sure that, you know,
You had
there's
just
money in
done
my
your
pocket.
masters or something
You know,
then,
I don't even
yeah.
know my masters then. You know, I was like, I
you
tried
hadn't
to
even
do
done it? Oh,
yeah.
wow.
I was like, I'm just trying to put money in my pocket. You know what I'm saying? And then also I have this ability and this thing I like to do.
Right.
So I'll go to the studio. My mom had linked me up with Tech's mom. Everybody knows this story. And then
I know this
that's
story.
how we met. Tech and I met. He said, come to the studio. So I was doing this thing. Then over time.
Tech from SDC, right?
Yeah, big man. Him, you know, Ghost, and then Larry Dojo's, you know, that's family. So like, it turned into this is what I want to do. When, for instance, Icon was like, so all this one that you did, just the rap. So what's the next thing?
It's the next
I
level.
recorded a song called Koye, and was like, when is it going to drop? It now dawned on me that I had not considered dropping the song, not considered ever shooting a video for the song.
Wow.
Didn't have a plan. It was just, I was just recording with no aim. Artistry, being an artist, there's intention, there's a dream, there's a goal, there's things that you set to achieve. And I think I walked into that, you know, as I released Koye, but as I released Adore Her for sure. Before then, I started to understand that music, a song for me, is more than a rap verse.
Right.
There's many elements that make a song enjoyable to my own ears. As I started to key into those ideas, I feel like I went into I became a rap artist then. I became an artist who wanted to make a name for himself and establish something.
Brilliant.
Does that make any sense?
Yeah, it does. It does, because I think you're a musician, because I agree with your mom as well. I don't see you as just a rap artist. I mean, let me know. I mean, you're singing, you know, the melodies, you're singing on these things as well. And
It's to create something.
It just takes you back to what we used to listen to back in the 90s, where Tupac was the one singing most of his hooks. Yeah. And the
People
melodies.
be acting
and people,
like it's a sin for rappers
50
to
Cent
sing.
used to sing back then. Ja Rule used to give us the melodies. Yeah, but he now did it.
But yeah, he ended up doing it.
What's
Yeah.
he doing on
But
Wankster?
melody, yeah, exactly. On Wankster, it was, you know, melodies, and that's the creativity of what a rapper is all about. Being able to actually ascend and become, you know what, I can
Cole.
actually change. J. Cole, Kendrick, they
J. Cole sing that hook
fully.
No, J. Cole
M.I.
can sing
even
proper.
do M.I.
Yes.
too.
Yes.
M in the Nigerian music industry and in rap history,
Right.
M was really one of the first people that really knew how to use his voice.
I agree.
Like to the fullest extent.
I agree.
Not just because rap tells you all you do is you rap. It kind of doesn't openly tell you that you can do all these other things.
Thank you, because it
doesn't
draws
tell you-
new fans.
It doesn't let you know you can do that. It makes you feel a bit bad for doing that, but you shouldn't. And that's what I call the identity crisis that a lot of rappers go through in Nigeria. Because they feel like if I sing, that means I'm trying to do Afrobeats. And that's what the audience tells you. That means you're switching up. That means you're selling out.
Exactly. Which brings me to this point. Rick Ross had a show last month. Oh yeah. Now what? Nah, Bond, come on. We have to talk about this. Paul, I'm happy you're here and this thing just happened. Coincidence, no doubt. But the lineup, I was disappointed. Yes, there was a bit of a trending topic on Twitter, especially where
I think
people
YC was on. Was YC the first person to tweet that?
I think it was.
This tweet that blew up.
Yeah.
I think YC tweeted it, and I know Psycho YP too had tweeted something like that as well. It's like, check this out. I can't remember where exactly, but the truth is, when I saw it immediately before they even tweeted, I was like, I mean,
What
why
was the
pop?
Rick Ross show? What day was it?
Was last month?
Yeah, that's one.
We're in May. So it was early last month.
Was April?
Yeah, it was April.
It was Easter weekend.
Yeah,
Okay, I just come back, Yankee.
yeah. You probably weren't even Nige, but the truth is, the lineup. Come on, they were all pop artists, not taking away what their work or how they do or anything.
Just feel like the representation was wrong.
It's because it's Rick Ross. He's a rapper. He's a hip hop Port of Miami. Baba, this Rolls Royce, everything, the whole 9 yards, man.
Yeah.
Bring in a few rappers.
Yeah.
Hip hop. It's a hip hop thing.
Yeah.
At least let's even hear maybe Dremo. Let's hear YC. Let's hear Ladipoe.
Yeah.
More hear MI. Maybe even not MI. AQ. Anybody, man. For real. So what do you think about that? Because for me, I was boiling when I saw that. I was like, nah, this is rubbish. Because then you're not giving credit to the hip hop community, the rap community in Nigeria, in Africa in general.
Let's hear Pro. You're very upset.
They pain me. They vex me because I'm a hip hop head.
Sorry.
It definitely, I won't even lie. It's when YC tweeted, I was like, oh, wait. Yeah. And that told me two things. One, it showed how disconnected I was because from onset, I should be like, how come they not even yarn me? Even though at that point, my availability would have been questioned because I was in America. But I feel like I should have been in a greater outrage until I saw it. Because when I saw the tweet, I was like, wait a minute. What a goddamn, But I do think that I feel like, it's almost like Rick Ross is coming to town. Put the rap boys on. Because if, I feel like if Beyonce is going to do a show in Nigeria, they're going to put all the popping, strong, female leading acts on immediately to celebrate that moment. So I feel like a lot is said about the current rap artists doing it, making it a priority to shine a bigger light and just show that it's thriving.
Yeah.
Even though I feel two ways about what exactly are we saying is thriving? Is it hip hop? Is it rap? We'll come to that. That's a whole big conversation for me.
Huge. Sure, man.
But secondly, it's not a promoter's thing. It's also, I don't want to say it's the audience.
I think
the narrative is old.
You don't think it's the promotion? I think it's the
Yes
promotion.
and no, because at the end of the day, look, a promoter is just going to try and put, the people he thinks at the
So what are
hottest.
the A&R guys doing on behalf of all these artists?
They're going to put the guys that they think that the hottest. That's it, simple. Now, there are some promoters who are so culture driven that they will never overlook that. They'll be like, it's a hip hop show. It's a hip hop artist. I'm gonna make sure that this rap is it. Those are they're select.
Dilute it at least.
So where my personal belief is the disrespect, and it's the disrespect from the promoter side. What I mean by disrespect is, or maybe lack of understanding.
That's where it is.
So lack of understanding is what I should look at it.
Lack of understanding.
So this is it. I want to do a big show. I hook up with Rick Ross, right? Okay, so I'm bringing Rick Ross. So I'm going to put some Nigerian artist on. There was never a thought of,
What kind of show am I keeping bringing? Am I putting together? See, so it's not like I'm bringing a big hip hop act to Nigeria. I'm bringing a top American artist.
That's it. So I'm going to bring Davido to back that up because
I didn't even want to mention names, but look, okay, let's even look at
because he's an artist. He was on the show, so it was just okay. And if I bring the video, he will bring this amount of people.
Yeah,
they'll buy tickets. So and that was it.
Okay, can the headliner, for example, dictate? Look,
Who's the headline? Rick Ross.
Yeah, so I'm coming.
Ross doesn't know the space, but yeah, that's.
I'm coming. I want to see. At least it's my show. I'm gonna do Port of Miami. I'm gonna do songs from Thriller, from my latest album. Blah 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 blah. But I want an opener, someone to open for me, a rapper, someone that is really good, that's popping. At least I need like 3 rappers. That is my package. That's my own proposal to you guys.
Really put it on Ross. But
I'm just saying that can they do that?
He could definitely do that, but it depends on if
I think it should be the case.
But the thing about it is
if we're going to make it,
so you must understand that Ross is being paid. It's not his show. It's not a tour. He's not organizing it. So the thing is, he can't make demands because that guy has to buy tickets. So Rick Ross can't say, "I need this thing." So what if those people don't?
I mean, he can if it's important to him, but it's. I can see why he
won't. Yeah.
Yo, so like to me now, these are the kind of things.
It's not first time coming to Nigeria. Sorry to interrupt.
These are the kind of things I'm learning. Those are the codes I'm picking up. Though, if for instance, now if they book me to go out to Kenya. I'm going to do 1 or 2 things. Number 1, I'm going to learn some things on the language, some lines.
That's how it's meant to be.
I'm going to say that on stage because I did that in Tanzania. So I spoke Swahili, and then I'm going to now every radio show. I'm going to pick up more and more of the artists on stage. Either link with them or see who can I bring out on my set. But these are now my own codes because I have my own agenda of how I want to diffuse the brand across. Like you said, Rick Ross is getting top dollar to come out. That's what he's trying to do. Get on that plane, get that job done, promote his brand.
Get that bag.
Promote himself, bounce. You know what I'm saying? So he's not necessarily thinking about the culture,
See, I saw Cardi B live, right? And she's a rapper. She's a rap artist. She's a hip hop, And there was no one else. They brought Flavor and a couple of other people, Ninola, and they're all good at. But the truth about it is, it's all about selling. So we were saying all this now because there wasn't at least one.
Can I point out something? If this happened, I don't know when would you say rap music in Nigeria was at its heyday?
2000.
When you say heyday, like when it's,
let's say like
pinnacle.
The pinnacle, let's say not even like its inception. Let's say like the M's, the NATOs.
I think it was
out here. Like
it was that
Ice Prince was popular.
Was that 09, 2010?
Ross came then, every act would be rapping
because that's what's hot.
These were the biggest artists of the day.
True.
They would not have probably put. Let's say Davido had that hot song. He had. I had with NATO. Let's say he had Dami Duro even out. He may not have. He may not have made the cut for the set if they wanted to put an Ice, they wanted to put an M because those were the biggest artists at the time.
True.
Do you know what I'm saying? So they put the biggest artists at the time that they felt were the most popping artists at the time for this show because it was, as far as they're concerned, they want to sell to the masses, not a particular class of people or genre of whatever. So at the end of the day, I think it still puts a lot on the artists, the audience, and to educate the promoters on the importance of the space. I did not realize that when I decided I wanted to be an artist, there's other hats I had to wear. I have to educate people.
Yeah.
I have to be an advocate. I have to be all these other things I didn't know I had to be because it's like what I'm doing is what I do is different from the Afrobeats train that is leaving the country and really spreading around the world. It is within its own thing entirely, and it doesn't yet even have a name. Look, let me tell you something. Feeling is an Afrobeat song in Miami. It's part of an Afrobeat set.
Yeah, no doubt. They will categorize songs that
100%.
I feel the art, the hip hop itself, the art itself suffers a lot in these parts in Nigeria, and that's why there's that discord where hip hop acts are not respected enough. I mean, I saw a tweet by AQ where he mentioned, Ladipoe should feature J. Cole. Black Bones should be on a song with maybe T.Y. $. And AQ said he should feature with Eminem and he put LOL. M should do stuff with maybe Kanye. But truth is, is that the way you're going to get recognized if you actually have to do something with a major international rapper before hip hop is actually respected in Nigeria? Because it's in the dirt right now. It's not respected enough. There's a huge following, but I just feel the promoters, the radio shows, the airplays, everything in totality is not just working for hip hop.
I think
they're being robbed.
I want to add. I agree with you completely, but I want to add that even Afrobeat, which is our biggest export, isn't respected yet. It's been accepted, but it's not respected. I mean, all the talk about Wizkid not winning the Grammy and da. But I'm still thinking, look, there's no Afrobeat genre. So he was added in the world genre, which adds so much kind of music. So the truth about it is, there's a reggae genre. There's different hip hop genre. There's rap. There's there's country. There's contemporary country. There's traditional country. There's all that in that, but there's no hip hop. There's no Afrobeat. So for us to have the rap, for rap to even be
considered,
exactly, you even need to start to think about Afrobeat,
the proper
first.
categorization of Afrobeat.
And so like he said, Feeling is an Afrobeat song in New York, in America.
Yeah.
That's it.
100%. But the truth is that it's just time.
Yeah.
The industry is young.
Yeah.
Our biggest, when it comes to contemporary artists, the legends, the big ones, they're then probably not even just about middle age, maybe just about.
That's true.
So time, that's one, that's a factor. Yeah, that has to happen. And the education has to go on. The Grammys eventually is going to start to have to categorize better. It's going to be
has to.
But the work has started in a sense where a lot of us are now becoming Grammy members. I got an email. Sent in the application. We're expecting it to be approved.
I saw you at the Grammys with your team.
Oh yeah, gang, went out to the Grammys.
I saw you guys, man.
Bang.
Awesome.
But you knew that.
What?
But you knew that. See, then I had to drop a freestyle that you're the first Nigerian rapper to ever attend the Grammys. Does it mean anything? I don't know, but I'm going to rap about it. That's what rappers do.
Standard, man.
But the main thing is that for me, it opened my eyes and it let me know that this thing was closer than we ever thought. Also, let me demystify it. I feel like dreams become plans when there's less mystery around something.
Word.
You can really
dreams
plan towards
plans
it
when there's less mystery behind.
That's a t-shirt.
Yeah, we're working on that, by the way, merch. And another thing is that during the commercial breaks, because they'll cut to, it was crazy to see, they'll cut to commercial.
Yeah.
And then when they're ready to count down, everybody in the room is listening to this countdown. 10, 9, 8, and you see Trevor Noah down. And we're back. It's just so crazy to be behind the scenes of that kind of stuff. But during those commercial breaks, they played another banger. They played Dumebi. They played Peru. They played Sopi by Naira Marley.
Wow.
Who, by the way, is a rapper. So they played Nigerian music during the downtime.
That's mad.
So it's letting me know that the conversation is definitely there, but we do have to be very strong advocates for what we want to see.
I want to ask, so the email you got, would that be because you went to the Grammys and...
This was prior. This was, I think, sometime last year, actually, end of last year, they sent it, So I'm not exactly sure. And that's one of my early questions. I'm going to find out exactly how that process, how they identify people.
Yeah.
But first, let them approve my own.
If the Grammys, I swear, if the Grammys is reaching out to you, then, Twitter should verify you, man. I don't know what's going on.
Verified on Twitter.
You are?
Yes, sir.
Get your facts right, bro.
Verified.
My bad. I didn't see that blue tick. My bad.
It's right there.
Take it back. I take it back. I didn't know that. But I should have known that.
You know that.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. We've done a lot today already, talking about the history of Ladipoe's career and hip-hop in general. It's Ladipoe still. It's myself, FX, Commander Bond.
Yes, sir.
It's at the spot with FX.